Teaching of geography from a globe, yes. There is a famous Moorish geography text by a scholar called Idrisi, and he says the world is as round as a sphere, and the waters are adherent on it by a process of natural equilibrium, he means gravity, and it is divided into 360 degrees. This is in a Moorish geography book, 1153. Are we feeling this? Yeah, that book, by the way, the other name for it is Kitab Ruja, the Book of Roger. Moreover, the materia medica that Europe had right up until the 1900s was the same one that the Moors introduced. How do we know this? H.G. Wells drops that information. Right, now impact in Europe. By 950 AD, centers of learning were just beginning in Christian Europe. Located at Barcelona, Toulouse, Marseille, Lyon, Segovia, etc., they existed to translate texts from Arabic to Latin. Right, how much time have I got? How much time have I got?
As long as you want. Carry on.
All right, stretch time. Everyone get up. Okay, so it's like this. Right, if someone hasn't stood up, feel free to tickle that person. All right, so it's left like this, good. It's to the right like this, good. It's to the back like this, good. It's like this, good. All right, thanks a lot, Zidane. Okay, I'm gonna have to push the pace. Right, the next chapter of the history of the Moors in Spain concerns the Almoravids. So we're now in the African deserts among the Berbers of North and West Africa. In the year 1048, Yahya ibn Ibrahim, ruler of the Berbers of the desert, made a pilgrimage to Mecca. He returned to North Africa with a religious teacher from Mecca called Ibn Yazin, and Yazin attempted to teach Islam among the desert Berbers. He failed and was chased away. So everyone then ended up fleeing to Tekra on the Senegal River. So we're now in Senegal. There they established a monastery and lived as recluses, and then people joined this movement from Senegal, and they became known as Almoravidun, or in English, Morabites. Another word is the French one, marabout. Does that make sense? This is all West Africa now. And the word that you see in the literature is Almoravids. Now in Tekra, the movement grew. Tekrurians wanted their independence from ancient Ghana and saw the new movement as a force that could win that independence. So in 1062, the Almoravids, the same group from the desert and now people from Senegal, they established Marrakesh, which is the African capital of their empire. So Marrakesh in Morocco used to be a black city. 1076, they conquered ancient Ghana and held it for some years. Tekra became independent of Ghanaian imperial rule. By the time we get to 1082, there were hundreds of Moors and Arabs streaming into Africa, fleeing the campaigns of the Christians because the Moorish rule, the Arab rule in Spain had become unstable and the Europeans were kicking off, so people fled to Africa. They visited Yusuf, leader of the Berbers, and they begged him to get an army together to help to assist the Muslims against the Christian onslaught that was taking place in Spain. Yusuf raised an army said to have included every ethnic group in the Western Desert and sent them across the sea into Spain, where the African army beat the Christians at Zalaka 1086. That is Yusuf ibn Tashfin. We feeling that? Now, just to put it in perspective, Yusuf ibn Tashfin, can you see Mansa Musa's on the same map? Yes. Who's darker? Right, so can you see the Moor is darker than the Negro? Are you feeling this? Now, isn't that powerful evidence? So anyone wants to run up their mouth, show them this. All right, so did they build anything in Africa? In Marrakesh, that's one of the monuments there. So if you go in that monument and you look up, that's what's there. Now, as ruler of Spain, Yusuf's forces seized Seville, dethroned its Islamic rulers. He accused them of being sunk in pleasure and sloth. And the result was the Almoravid Empire had a court in Africa centered in Marrakesh and a court in Spain centered in Seville. And according to Lady Lugard, this established once more a supreme sultan upon the throne of Andalusia. the dynasty which he founded must be regarded as an African conquest and an African dynasty. That's coming from Lady Lugard, the same woman that named Nigeria. Nigeria, same woman. All right, now the Almoravid Empire was very extensive. Under their sway were the lands of Senegal, Morocco, Algeria, Tunis, and Spain, with 13 kings acknowledging the overlordship of Yusuf.